Now this is a total game changer. It turns out which side you sleep on matters a lot. Sleeping on your left side actually helps gravity move waste through your system. It can reduce heartburn, and it's even recommended during pregnancy. Sleeping on your right side, though, that can let stomach acid creep up and puts more pressure on your internal organs. So for most of us, left is best.
We spend about a third of our lives asleep. But have you ever actually thought about how you're sleeping and what that position is doing to your body? Well, today we're going to dive right into the surprising science of it all. So let me ask you this. Do you ever wake up with a stiff neck or a sore back and you have no idea why? Yeah, you are not alone. And the culprit? It's often the way you've been twisting your body for 8 hours straight. The good news is, just understanding these positions is the first step to feeling a whole lot better.
First up, let's talk about what a lot of experts call the ideal position, sleeping on your back. It seems super simple, right? But as you're about to see, even this supposed gold standard has a pretty big catch. Okay, let's start with the soldier position. Just picture it. You're lying flat on your back, arms right at your sides, pretty much at attention. It might look a little rigid, but this posture is fantastic for keeping your head, neck, and spine in one beautiful neutral line. No weird twists, no painful bends. But here's the crazy trade-off. On one hand, you get that perfect spinal alignment, which means fewer mystery aches. It even helps prevent sleep wrinkles on your face. But, and it's a big but, gravity is not your friend here. It pulls your tongue back, which can make snoring way, way worse, and it can even be genuinely dangerous for anyone who has sleep apnea. And get this, here's one of the most surprising perks. Dermatologists actually love this position. Why? Because keeping your face off the pillow means you're not smooshing it for hours, which helps prevent those wrinkles from forming over time. So it's amazing for your spine and your skin, just maybe not so great for whoever has to listen to you sleep.
All right, now let's meet the soldier's more chaotic cousin, the starfish position. You're still on your back, but now your arms are up by your head, legs are spread out, you're basically taking up the entire bed. So here's the deal. You still get those great spine benefits, but you're trading them for a whole new set of problems. Having your arms up like that all night puts a ton of strain on your shoulders. It can lead to nerve pressure, numbness, and pain, and of course, you are officially a bed hog. Okay, let's switch gears and move on to the most popular sleep style by a long shot, side sleeping. This is the go-to for most people around the world, and honestly, for good reason. It's a pretty great balance of comfort and health. And within the world of side sleeping, the fetal position is king. It feels comforting, you know? It kind of takes us back, makes us feel safe. It's also great for reducing snoring. But there's one really common mistake people make that can totally cancel out all the good stuff. And here it is. If you curl up into a super tight ball, chin tucked down, knees pulled way up to your chest, you're actually restricting your diaphragm. That means you can't take deep, full breaths. It puts stress on your back and joints, too. The real key here is to keep your body loose and relaxed, not all clenched up. Next up is the log position. And yep, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You're on your side, but your body is in a straight line from head to toe, with your arms resting straight down. The log is actually one of the best positions for your health. That straight line is great for your spine, and it can even help with digestion and reduce acid reflux. The main downside? It's the #1 cause of that dreaded dead arm feeling when you wake up with pins and needles because you've been lying on it all night.
Now this is a total game changer. It turns out which side you sleep on matters a lot. Sleeping on your left side actually helps gravity move waste through your system. It can reduce heartburn, and it's even recommended during pregnancy. Sleeping on your right side, though, that can let stomach acid creep up and puts more pressure on your internal organs. So for most of us, left is best.
Okay, we need to have a serious talk about this next one. Because if back sleeping is the ideal, and side sleeping is the popular champ, then stomach sleeping is the one that basically every doctor and chiropractor will warn you against. This is often called the free fall position. You're face down, head cranked all the way to one side, maybe with your arms hugged around a pillow. I know for some people it feels incredibly cozy, but what it's doing to your spine is, well, it's not good. Just look at this breakdown. The single, only pro is that it might reduce snoring. That's it. And that tiny benefit is completely wiped out by the cons. It forces your neck into a stressful position, it flattens the natural curve in your lower back, and it's just plain bad for you. And this number really says it all.
To be able to breathe, you have to twist your neck a full 90 degrees to the side. Now imagine holding that position for 6, 7, 8 hours. Your body is just not designed for that kind of sustained strain on your neck and spine.
This quote from the research is blunt, but it's so important. That feeling of comfort you might get from sleeping on your stomach comes at a huge long-term cost to your spinal health. If this is your go-to position, it is absolutely worth trying to train yourself to sleep a different way.
So now that we know all the pros and cons, what do we actually do about it? Well, let's get into our final section and look at a few simple tweaks and hacks that can make any sleeping style a whole lot better. Here's a great one for you side sleepers. Just hug a pillow. Seriously, it gives your top arm something to rest on, which stops your whole upper body from twisting forward and messing up your alignment. And what's really cool is the psychological side of it. Hugging something, even a pillow, can release calming hormones like oxytocin that help you relax and sleep deeper.
And you know, sleeping perfectly flat isn't always the answer. If you deal with things like acid reflux, or if you have sleep apnea, or even just a really stuffy nose from a cold, sleeping with your upper body slightly elevated can be a lifesaver. You're using gravity to your advantage, keeping airways open and stomach acid where it belongs.
So what if you don't really stick to one position? Well then, you're probably a combination sleeper. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing. A lot of the time, this is just your body's smart way of self-correcting, shifting around to relieve pressure points before they become a problem.
So when it all comes down to it, the main takeaway is this. Listen to your body. You don't have to completely change everything overnight. Just pay attention to how you feel when you wake up. A tiny adjustment, like putting a pillow between your knees or trying to favor your left side, can make a massive difference in your energy and comfort all day long.
And that's our deep dive into the science of sleep positions. The information is all here. So the only question left for you is, what's the one little change you're going to try to make tonight? Thanks for watching.